God willing, we're going to connect this morning to this week's Parsha. And this week's Parsha deals a lot with darkness and with light. And Baruch Hashem, we have the opportunity to be like God and bring light into the world, but that's only really possible when there is darkness. So it's a difficult thing to live in times of darkness and to live through our own personal darkness in our own life, small or big. And yet, what a beautiful opportunity it is to be warriors of light. Instead of warriors, we are warriors. So I invite you to close your eyes. And I want you to, with your hands on your heart and your mind's eye close to your heart, invite the light of love to come down as a cloud, as the Anan HaKavod. Feel a cloud descending from the heavens, a cloud of love. Feel it descending upon you and encompassing all of you. Your entire body is bathed in this cloud of light, of love, of glory. It is the light of the Shekhinah. And allow all of that light and all of that soft, tender, cloudy love to seep its way into your pores and slowly make its way into your heart. And feel your heart opening as you allow more love to come in. The love of the divine that is constantly around you, that is you, that is your birthright. But in moments we forget, this is a time to remember it, to soak it in and to feel it. It might help you to think of a specific person who you love so you can increase your capacity for love right now in this moment. And feel this person close to you, whether they are still in this world or no longer physically with us, but here in spirit. So as you're feeling yourself surrounded by the light of the Shekhinah, and as you soak in this light, you're reflecting that light back by emanating love, where you get to be the Shekhinah in someone else's life. Think of the love that you have for them and surround them with that love. And as you do so, notice how your heart is becoming lighter, both in terms of the weight that is upon it, but also in terms of the amount of capacity for light that it's emanating. And I want to focus this meditation on our heart's capacity to be beacons of light. So literally see a lighthouse in the center of your chest, shining light out. So as we stand in the place of Choshech al Pnei Tehom, where we see darkness on the face of the deep, we are a manifestation of Vayehi Or. And Hashem said, let there be light. So I invite you to say over and over again with your microphone off, Vayehi O. And as you do so, literally imagine your heart pumping out more light into the world and more light into the world and more light into the world. And with every bit of love that you feel, notice how your muscles relax, how your breathing slows, how you go deeper. And as you go deeper, you have the ability to access more of your subconscious, which is the gateway to the divine, the portal to truth. So feel your body relaxing as you're connecting even deeper into that experience of love by inviting another person who you love into your consciousness. And you can invite a smile to come upon your face as you think of them. You can imagine a special memory with them. You can see the light of your heart reaching out and embracing them and wrapping itself around them. And again, I invite you to think and to say, Vayehi O. One of my holy teachers says that it's brought down that saying Vayehi O brings more light into the world. So say Vayehi O and literally see light coming out from your heart, even as the cloud of the Shekhinah that is surrounding you and above you and around you glows brighter, embracing you with its warmth, inviting you to fall into that love, into that embrace. Allow your muscles to relax into that love. Because it is Rosh Chodesh, it is the first day of the Jewish month of Cheshvan, I want to pull from the words of Tehillim. We had a whole pack of women in my home yesterday making granola bars for the soldiers. And we meditated on every batch before it went into the oven. And we blessed the batch and we blessed the soldiers. And we used the words of Tehillim as a safety around the soldiers. And today I want to focus again on the Shvu'im, on the captives, on the hostages, for whom it's been a long time since they've been home. And as you think about them, your heart might want to start to sink. So again, think of that cloud of glory, of love, and literally watch your consciousness rising into a higher plane so you can reach and grab even more light from the heavens and surround yourself with that light and choose to feel love and joy. As we wrap around our community, imagining ourselves in a circle, we're going to wrap our entire circle with that cloud of glory and hold on to that light and feel that light surrounding us. And in the midst of the circle, now that we're blessed with more than a minyan, we can see the hostages of Am Yisrael. We're surrounding them with our light, with our love. And that capacity that you had to think of someone in your life who you adore, I want you to give that same or experience that same love and adoration for all of these Jews, many of whom you might not even know, many of whose faces you've never seen. It doesn't matter. They're your brothers and sisters in this beautiful life. We all are family. So allow that beacon of light in your heart to reach out and embrace all of them with the tenderness of motherhood, of fatherhood, of sisterhood, of brotherhood. Feel yourself embracing them and holding them with tenderness and with love, the way you would hold a newborn child. And as you do so, you can feel your heart growing even bigger and becoming an even bigger vessel for light. And now that we are together as a kehillah, as a community, surrounding the shvu'im, the hostages, I want to wrap around all of us, not just Vayihi O, but also say with me, Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. And we're going to do this again, feeling these words emanating from our hearts into the center of the circle, and holding and loving and caressing all of the hostages. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. And I want to do this one more time, this time saying something I forgot to say earlier, which is that it's very important that we not beg from a place of brokenness, but rather that we state these statements as truths of the universe, that we are creating salvation, we are creating success, we are creating overcoming and growth and the bringing of light into the world with our words. We are co-creating salvation with God, using our consciousness and using our words. We are seeing the walls around the hostages shattering. We're seeing the captors, their hearts shattering and coming to tshuva and coming to make it easier for us to find them, either because one of them breaks and shares intelligence with us, or because the light that we're bringing into the space of the hostages is so glorious and so radiant that it literally sends a new radio signal to the army so they know where we are. And I say we and not they because we're in there with them. We're in there with the hostages, radiating our light, enhancing their light. So again, with full and total emunah and faith that this light is literally shaking up their space and glowing in their space and radiating from all of us and shattering everything as co-creators of Hashem, we say again, Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. Ana Adonai Hoshia Na. And Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. Ana Adonai Hatzlicha Na. And feel that in your heart. Feel how bound up we are with these holy souls. And along with the light of the Shekhinah, I want to bring holy souls from our past, holy ancestors of our people, who know what it is to be in the darkness. Sarah Imenu, who was held captive, not knowing what would become of her. But miracles came and saved her. David HaMelech, who was chased by Shaul for many years, but had total faith that Hashem would protect him. Daniel Hanavi, Daniel the prophet, who was literally in the lion's den. Shimshon, Samson, who was totally held captive by the Plishtim, the real Palestinians, who are no longer in this world anymore, and who escaped time after time. And the Baal Tanya, the writer of the book of Tanya, who was held captive by the Russians and through miracles came out in one piece and continued to teach his Torah to the world. Please join us here. Join us in this dark place and bring also your light. And we've been saying in Am Yisrael every day, in every street, every encounter I have with people, the first or last words I hear are Besorot Tovot. May we only hear good news. May we be the harbingers of good news. So I want us already to be in the place of good news, using the imaginative faculty that Hashem has blessed us with. Rather than imagining future tragedies, I want us to imagine future rejoicing. So as we are in our circle, bound together with our holy ancient ancestors and the tzaddikim of today, I want us to imagine that we're dancing in a circle around the hostages who we see no longer held hostage, but rather are rejoicing in a great and grand Seudat Hoda'ah, and a Thanksgiving meal. And we see these Thanksgiving meals happening all over the world as the Jewish people are rejoicing together with those hostages who are celebrating that they're no longer hostage. And we're dancing around them, and they're dancing in our midst, and they're telling their stories, and we're all saying together, Hodu Lashem ki tov ki leolam chasdo. Let me say it with God's full name. Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki leolam chasdo. And we're going to say this 10 times to fully stamp these words into the consciousness of the Jewish people, that we will be celebrating an end to this war. We will be celebrating God's salvation. We will be celebrating every single one of his miracles. We will be celebrating the unity we've created here. Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki leolam chasdo. 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 And I want you to see how more light is going in the midst of our circle and emanating not just from our hearts, but from the hearts of all of those who are celebrating all of the past hostages and all of the Jews of Am Yisrael surrounding our entire community. millions of us together, rejoicing and emanating huge amounts of light. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasdo. 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 With all of this light that we've created here and all the capacity for light that we've created here, I want to invite you for a few moments to literally lift up your hands in front of your chest and have them face out in front of you towards the center of the circle. And feel all of that light of the cloud of the Shekhinah that's around you seeping into your pores at an ever-increasing speed. And your body just can't hold so much light, and Baruch Hashem, you have the capacity for your cup to overflow. All of that light seeps into your heart, and you see your heart bursting with light, and all of that light channeling through your arms and out of the palms of your hands, and washing the center of our circle where all of the hostages are held, and wrapping them in light. And you are welcome to say words of love and of comfort and encouragement and faith and bitachon into the center of the circle as you see light coming out of your hands. This is your birthright as a Jew, to be a light amongst the nations, to be a source of blessing for the entire world. And this is how you do it. We have a tradition of laying hands, from Kohanim to rabbis to parents. This is our birthright. Keep feeling that light soaking into you and emanating from the palms of your hands. Send them your love. Love them into life. Give them strength. Give them wisdom. Give them nitzachon. Give them success. And I know that all of us here also need strength and also need love and also need comfort. So I invite you now to bring your hands very slowly and sweetly and tenderly back onto your own chest. And hold yourself also with the love that you would give a newborn baby. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. And know that when you're hard on yourself, really, it's just arrogance. It's thinking that you are supposed to be great and super capable, but really, in the presence of the infinite light of the divine, we're all just babies. We're all just fumbling about, trying to figure out our way. So love yourself, forgive yourself, appreciate yourself. Invite the parts inside of yourself that have been held hostage to be allowed to exist. Hold them, love them, allow them. And perhaps there are members of your family or your friend circle who you've pushed into a corner and pushed into the darkness. Can you welcome them back into your life with a thought, with a loving message, with a phone call? We want unity. We want all of God's children to feel like they have a home. Be their home. Slowly, we're going to count down from 5 to 1. And we're going to make our way back into our bodies that are now filled with so much more light. And know that this moment of holding yourself is available to you all day. You can close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and remember how you, for a while today, channeled God's light, stood in the darkness and stood tall with faith and with light and with love and with rejoicing. And love yourself with that as many times today as you need, and love others with that too. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, and slowly open your eyes. And if you would like to, you can turn on your camera so we can bask in the glow of what we've created here. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your presence and your love. Thank you for being a blessing to the Jewish people, and in so doing, to people everywhere. May you all be blessed with a Chodesh Tov and a Chodesh Mevorach, a good month, a blessed month, and may Am Yisrael only hear good news. Love to you all.